Welcome back to Bust The Crust, the show where we sip.
We have another guest this week. Today we have our second guest from the Nordic team. This is Andrew James.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming to my dorm room. So we're going to talk to him a little bit later, but I think we're going to get started with the snow report. Not too much new. There's snow.
We got a little bit more up on the Mesa.
Yeah, it snowed right before our race on Saturday. I
Yeah.
think it snowed on Friday.
Yeah, and they finally opened all of the lifts at Powderhorn, so that's pretty cool. We're going to finally get to go up and train later this week.
Nice.
Yeah.
You guys are down in Crested Butte for the weekend.
We were.
Were you able to race both days? I know last weekend you weren't able to.
Yeah, over at Crested Butte, everything was great on the race hill at least. I noticed there were some sticks and stumps and all those terrible things going on elsewhere, but the race hill was solid and we definitely got both of our days in. Some pretty good runs.
Do you have, was it slalom and GS again, or was it, what races did you do?
This weekend we did a double slalom, so we did slalom both days.
Oh, okay. Nice. How'd you guys do?
We did pretty well. Our men's team ended up in 3rd place overall, which was pretty great. Our women's team ended up 5th place overall, which is also not too bad.
Nice.
So yeah, we had a pretty great weekend.
Is that just in your conference, or?
Yeah, that's just in the conference.
Oh, okay.
And the 8 or 9 schools that we race against.
So you have 8 or 9.
Mm-hmm.
I thought we had the same conference, but we only have 5 schools.
Really?
That we race against. Yeah.
Yes. Was it Western Wyoming, us,
Colorado College and Air Force.
Air Force? Oh.
Yeah.
Seems like more than that.
We have.
No, you ran out of fingers. So.
We race against Mines in Utah and.
Oh really?
Yeah, a couple other schools.
They just must not have Nordic team.
Yeah, we had our home race this weekend, and it was up on the Mesa, and it went pretty well, I'd say. Andrew was our team champion for both races.
Yeah.
So that's part of the reason we decided to have him on this week.
Yeah. What did you get? You got 6th
the first day.
and 3rd. Yeah.
3rd the second day.
Nice.
Um,
Our typical number 1 skier this year, Ivan, was sick this weekend, so.
Had to take over.
Yeah.
had to take one for the team.
I think all of us moved up a spot in the standings. It was kind of nice. It was a good weekend.
So our first race that we did was a 5K Classic, and the second one was a 10K Skate, which isn't the normal home race we have. Normally we have a sprint and then a distance, but we couldn't do that this year because of the lack of snow. There's too many sticks sticking through on the normal.
Well, Dave told me the normal sprint course needs 10 feet of snow.
Yeah.
We have about 3.
Yeah.
So that's just not going to happen. But I didn't really mind it. I don't know how you guys feel about sprinting on the Mesa, but it's really hard.
Yeah.
I really enjoy it.
I like sprinting everywhere else. On the Mesa, it hurts so much. It's not my favorite. Yeah.
It does kind of feel like you've skied a 10K after one sprint, and then you have to go in and do another heat.
Yeah.
So it does kind of suck, but
yeah,
it's fun.
Yeah, I like to race 5Ks too, so that was nice.
Yeah, I don't think I'd raced a 5K. We didn't race any 5Ks last year, right?
No, we were supposed to race one at our first that Jay and Kiwi did in Frisco.
Oh yeah.
But it was only a 4K or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
What I was gonna say though is I haven't raced a 5K in a long time.
No, we don't do many individual starts either.
No.
That was hard.
Yeah, I had a tough time with the individual start because the Mason was in front of me and I didn't see anyone the whole way.
Yeah, I felt pretty good Saturday, but it's always difficult to kind of pace on the rolling terrain. So
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It was really cold in the morning too.
Yeah.
So the snow is really sticky.
What day was that?
That was Saturday.
It was
The
pretty
classic
cold.
race.
It was pretty cold on Saturday
Yeah.
in Crested Butte. It was -9 degrees.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I hope we don't get
you guys
that.
too much?
The temperature of snow affects the wax you
Yeah.
have to have.
Same. You gotta wax harder
Yeah.
when it's colder. I feel like you get to wear more clothes than we do.
Until you go racing.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. I didn't bring enough clothes this time. I took a leaf out of Roan's book.
Yeah, but don't you wear like khakis and stuff sometimes when you're racing?
Well,
maybe not.
I
you,
don't, but I mean, my teammate Jake decided it was a good idea to take a second run in khakis and his wife beater. So yeah, he was having a good time, and all the DU racers actually just race in denim in their Canadian tuxedos.
That's awful.
Yeah, they wear their like jeans and like a denim shirt or something. They still beat everyone though, so it's okay. They're allowed to.
I thought like the deal is you make fun of people who are skiing in jeans.
Yeah, I mean usually, but
they just go with
they go with it, and they're good. So
that's annoying.
yeah, it
I
is.
find that annoying. I don't know. I
felt-
guess if you're so good, you
No,
can do whatever you want.
we like to have fun on the alpine side of things.
That's good.
Just goof around.
Another thing that I just realized we forgot to mention is during the second day, during the 10K skate, me, Cal, and another guy from Western had a little slip up, which we
crash.
we managed to get on video.
28.
It was bad.
Which is fun.
Actually, it wasn't that bad. The funniest thing about that was, well, I guess we should explain what's happening. So, I was racing much of the first half of the race through the trees with this dude named Tyler. He told us his name is Ty.
Yeah.
And then we caught Roan around the halfway point.
I was dying.
Roan was dead. Roan got really excited at the beginning, it looked like, and then just was having a hard time.
I went out like really hard, and then the guy who I was like sticking with just dropped me. And then a bunch of other people passed me, and then I was just like by myself for like a really long time.
So Ty and I caught Roan, and we ski like most of the way back, which is mostly downhill or kind of flat together. And then we get to the last climb before the finish, and we're all just sprinting super hard. So we were just going very quickly up this hill, and I think somehow, I was looking at it, I saw the video your mom sent, and I was like looking at exactly what happened. And it looked like I skied over Ty's ski just a little bit. And I like got flipped around and was like pointed back down the hill. I don't know how you got caught. You got caught with like a pole or something.
Well, what I
Stray
did
limb.
is you guys were in the front, and I was right behind you, like in between you, and I was waiting for an opening somewhere. And when I saw there was a crash, I went to the left to go around you. And I thought I was about to make it. And I like was going to try to jump your skis or something. And what ended up happening is my left ski went right into the soft snowbank, and I just face planted into the snow. Because if you look at it, I'm like the last one to get up.
You are.
I was struggling. I had to like pull my ski out, which was
That
really...
was the weirdest thing, because when I hit the ground, I thought I was down for like minutes. Like, I thought it was just over, and I was just laying there. I don't know. I was tired apparently at this point in the race. But watching the video, I'm down for like 2 seconds, and then I get up and start skiing away. Rowan's down for like another at least 5.
Yeah.
And he still beat me across the line. I was just like crawling.
You were on
basically.
like full adrenaline though whenever you were sprinting, I think. So I think
had
it just hit you
nothing
harder.
left once I crashed. So I just kind of threw in the towel. But it was exciting. It was quite a finish. Yeah, it was all going well until like literally 40 meters before the finish. But
Did you have to sprint with anyone, Andrew?
I did. Nate from Western, he and I were racing together pretty much half the race, and shout out to Kevin as well from Western. So the three of us were racing together, and then Nate, I just couldn't shake him for the second half of the course, and he put in a mean sprint at the end, so props to him.
that's the fun thing about mass starts, is like you actually get to interact and like race against people directly in your race.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
like.
just a time trial against yourself.
You can also know exactly where you are
Yeah.
if you're like paying attention. If you count people at the beginning,
Yeah.
and I never do that because
I
I can't
always
think
do
during
that.
a race. But
I always do that, like when you go from the start and you see the pack, and I always go, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Really?
Yeah, because
Why
I know.
not be in the front and then you'd be in
Well, I know
zero?
I can't hang with the front. I'm not that good. The boys I feel like our field is a lot more competitive
Yeah.
this year.
It's
Super tight compared to last year.
So now that we have that out of the way, now we're going to interview Andrew.
This is Andrew's like 11th year of college.
pretty much super duper senior.
Yeah, I remember I thought last year was going to be your last year, and then you're like, nah.
Pretty much joined when they started kindergarten. So
Didn't we make like pillows with pictures of the team on them for the people who were graduating, and we made Andrew one because he thought he was leaving and then he came back?
I forgot about that. Are you just going for the extra pillow?
Yeah, you know, I needed 2 for my van, so.
Oh, yeah. How's the van project coming?
It's, you know, I'm gonna sell everything and buy a van in a couple months whenever it gets warm, so I don't freeze to death.
So put a Parisian, what was it, a Parisian apartment into it? So how long have you been skiing? Because you're relatively new to skiing, right?
Yeah, I am relatively new. About 4 years. So, but I come from an endurance sport background. I started out cross-country running when I was in elementary school, I guess.
Wow.
Oh.
And then from running, I transitioned into road cycling. Did that end of high school and beginning of college, and then I found skiing, and stuck with skiing. So
It's a good thing to stick with. A lot
yeah,
of people do it when they're old.
yeah. I met a 90-year-old.
Perfect for that.
So
Met a 90-year-old?
yeah, this weekend I met a 90-year-old lady who is cross-country skiing.
How did you
In
find the
70
team then? You
years.
just started.
So Duncan, who was a teammate a couple years ago, he graduated from CMU. He and I were on the cycling team together, and he recruited me over to skiing. I admit that I came over for the girls, and at the time,
Nothing wrong with that.
Duncan was the only male on the team with about 8 girls, and
He was looking for a wingman?
yeah,
a
a
little bit?
wingman.
You were.
So I came over, and then unfortunately I recruited a ton of guys, and so now we have like an all-male team.
Yeah, we've 2 girls.
So we need to do some work on that.
I'm the wrong person.
I've been trying, but so if you know any girls,
Yeah, if you're a girl,
send them to the.
we need you.
Unless you'd
It's gonna
rather
look weird.
be cool
You said
and be
it's
an
super
alpine
weird.
racer.
So what kept you on the team? What's your favorite part of skiing?
Just the community, and the team is great. We cook together, we travel together, and our coaches, Dave and Gwen, are fantastic. So it's a fun place.
Yeah, we get close.
So then, what's your favorite type of skiing? Classic or skate?
Oh,
Discipline.
this one.
Discipline, type, same thing.
I'm definitely a long distance skate skier.
You are the opposite of me.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah, that's good. We need somebody who can do that. Because I cannot. So you're probably looking forward to next weekend then.
I am.
That should be a good race for you.
Yeah, I'm resting up, and I'm just gonna be prepped, ready to go for Saturday.
Yeah. I know one thing that you do that I don't understand how it works, but you like train through recovery. Like more than
What's that?
like I like more than most athletes I've known. You seem to be able to like you're really good at recovering and like taking it easy, and that like works a lot better for you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Just I'm good at being lazy, I guess.
Yeah, but it works. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
I guess my philosophy for endurance sports is just be as lazy as possible when it counts. So, you know, conserve energy, and I guess with recovery, yeah, that's the most important part. I've learned from mistakes in the past and really listen to your body and yeah, take it easy.
Yeah. It's important. That took me a long time to kind of learn. I don't really have it, but
That's something that Dave pushes a lot too.
yeah,
Our head coach. So I've definitely gotten better at that.
yeah. It's important when you race as much as we do. We have one more question for you that we ask all of our guests, and that is, if you had to have a useless superpower, what would it be? Defend your answer.
I guess I'd like to be invisible. I think that would be cool.
That's not
but
useless.
How is that going
It has to be
be
useless.
Useless.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like you're only invisible.
You're only
when there's
invisible
no
and
one
nobody's
around.
looking.
Yeah, no one around. Like you're in the middle of the woods and no one can see you.
You're invisible when you blink or when you have your eyes closed.
Some previous answers that were pretty good, but
Emma said dogs.
yeah, that one wasn't really good. But
It's not an answer.
the best one was Erin's last weekend, and she said being able to drink a lot of water and not have to pee.
Which I think borders on.
That
being
borders on
useful.
being useful. Yeah.
However, it's nothing like. You know,
It's not giving you a huge
glamorous.
advantage
Yeah,
in
it's
anything.
not really
That's
that
the
cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it'd have to be knowing pickup lines in foreign languages. Like any foreign language.
But like you never travel.
But you can't you can't ask them to people whose language.
But only like I
You
can
always know the
know
wrong language, basically.
any language, but the only thing I can speak are the pickup lines. So it could be like in Swahili or
Oh,
something.
okay.
Just like some
I see.
clicking, like,
But you have like some. Yeah. All right.
That's pretty good.
All right. Yeah.
So basically, you just can't learn any other language. You just know the pickup lines.
yeah.
They're probably not very good. So.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
no
a good
benefit
one.
to
That.
lines.
I like that.
Yep.
That'd be pretty good.
I'm okay with that.
Thanks for stopping by again. You can find us at our social media links. If you're wondering what we're up to when you're not watching the show.
Yeah. Sometimes I know on our Instagram we have pictures that Andrew's dad takes.
Yeah, his
that
dad's
are
like a
really
master
good.
photographer.
Yeah. So if you want to see some sick racing shots, they're there.
Well, we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.
This episode is over!